Hi guys, how's it going? This is Tyler from SNEAKERstyle. Today we have another really cool video for you. It's going to be another review. This time it's the Nike Kyrie 3 Samurai.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so last year I did a review on the Nike Kyrie 2, and I have the pair right here. I did it on the Nike Kyrie 2 crossover, and I also picked these up the other day. Side note, I got these for 50 bucks, these Black History Month Kyrie 2s. See, that's one perk of being a size 14 that I was really happy to see. I got these, and I got some Kobe's, and I got these Dornbecker LeBrons for a good 40 bucks. So there's plenty good deals that I'm able to get in the size 14, but anyways, that's a little bit off topic. I did a review on these Kyrie 2s a while back, and they have been my favorite basketball shoes since. And so I picked up the Kyrie 3s on Christmas on the random drop. A lot of people weren't very happy about the choice of the random drop. I heard rumors from it being a restock of the bread ones or black toes, to outlandish rumors of bringing back Galaxy foams or doing Yeezys again. So I feel like a lot of people got their hopes up for the random drop, and people who aren't Cavs fans or basketball fans were really disappointed and thought it was a bad release. But I really liked the shoes, and I was really excited. I stayed on sneakers for a while. Kind of expected them to drop around tip-off of the game, so I was right on that, and they ended up dropping right when I was ready for them. So I got a pair right here, and the first thing you can notice is the crazy cool new box. Last year's box was just kind of bland, black, just black with a big 2 on it. At first, the box doesn't matter too much, but I like that as a nice touch. Thought it was a pretty unique design. But anyways, let's unbox these. So here is your Nike Kyrie 2 Samurai. And as you can see, blatantly it is, there's a bunch of reasons why it's called Samurai. I feel like Kyrie is the athlete they chose to do a colorway like this for, because samurais are precise, quick, and as you can see, the swoosh looks like a samurai sword, cut very cleanly. Kyrie's playstyle pretty much embodies the traditional mindset of what samurais do and meaning, and so the Japanese figures that are on both sides of the shoe, there's one on each side, and they're both different. They both have separate meanings, and I went ahead and did a little bit of research on this. I wanted to be absolutely right for you guys to see what this was, so I went to translating subreddits, and I checked everywhere just to see what these characters mean, because I don't know any Japanese, but I wanted to make sure to get the correct info out. So what I found was on the left shoe, this symbol right here means ne, which is the Japanese pronunciation of the word, and it means manner, etiquette, or respect. And then on the other shoe, this symbol means isamu, which is bravery or courage. So that's just a little fun fact for you guys. Now you guys know what the actual meaning is if you guys have the shoes yourself. And then they did creative blood splatter, black and red. It looks really clean in my opinion, and they look really good on feet as well, as you can see from the pictures. But in terms of that's everything in terms of looks. That's what they were basically designed around. And so let's get into the technical stuff a little bit. Like I said, the Kyrie 2 was my favorite basketball shoe to date. I think that they were comfortable. They basically fit my feet perfect. And I'm kind of more of a big guy for basketball whenever I play. That's more of just because I'm slower than other people, and on average 6'3" is a little bit over the height. So in NBA I would not be a center, but these definitely improved my ability to cut back and forth, and it gave me a pretty unlimited range of motion, and I really love the rounded sole and everything about these. And the Kyrie 2s really just made an improvement on the innovations of the last shoe. I really liked that they removed the strap. I thought last year when I did the review, I'll put the link down in the description if you want to check that video out. I said that I liked how it locked in your foot and it made it feel like it was super form fitting. But now that I've tried out the Kyrie 3s, it gives you an option to have loose laces and not have Velcro exposed. If you've heard me talk about Velcro before, you'd know I don't like it. It is very convenient and is good for kids and everything, but on shoes that you're spending a bunch of money on, I don't like Velcro because it causes laces or anything else that's not just a smooth surface to fray when it makes contact. So I like the strap was gone for that, and it allows me to loosen the laces a little bit, which is more comfortable for casual wear for me. These shoes are true to size, and the reason I say that is because they are a little too tight on me, and since I'm a 14 and a half, I usually have to size up and go to 15s. I'm closer to a 15 than a 14. So all my shoes that I have in size 14 are a little bit too snug on me. At least traditional Nike sizing. Adidas is a little bit more, they tend to fit a little bit bigger, so their sizes fluctuate. But with Nike, standard true to size on these, so if you're going to order these, don't go a half size down. They might be a little too tight. My toes feel a little cramped in there, but they're still wearable. The upper is made of Hyperfuse technology, to introduce it to anybody who doesn't know what it is. Hyperfuse is consisted of 3 layers. It has an inner layer for support, it has a middle layer for breathability, and a top layer for durability. And so once all those things are in place, it's fused together with heat. So that's basically the traditional materials that are used on basketball shoes nowadays. It's a way that Nike was able to shift away from using synthetic leather or any other heavy materials. That's why all these shoes nowadays are super light. So Hyperfuse technology, that's something that to introduce to you guys. You'll see a lot of similar stuff through models spanning back to about 2012. I believe that's when they started using it. So these things are pretty light and they are kind of breathable, but they're not the best breathable shoes. So if you're gonna get these for breathability, I wouldn't suggest it. Basically the same along the lines of any basketball shoe. They're all pretty meant to be sturdy and hold themselves together. So you kind of have to take away some breathability to add some structure to the shoe, you know? And so another thing that they use is fly wire down here. The fly wire connects and is another structural advantage to the shoe. Fly wire is a technology that's been around for many years now as well. And so that's the upper. In terms of the stuff that they use on the sole, as you can see, I have worn these a little bit. They are a little bit dirty. The sole, the cushioning, the main cushioning used throughout is Phylon. That didn't change from the Kyrie 2 at all. As you can see, the soles are pretty much the same in terms of roundness and size. So they basically just cut out a little bit from the heel and maybe shed a little tiny bit more of weight. But yeah, it's Phylon. There's a Zoom Air unit in the heel. This time it's exposed. You can see a little clear bubble down here on the bottom. And then they use these things in the front for cutting back and forth. These suspension pods is what they called them. And I actually noticed something kind of unique about them. If you look at the Kyrie 2 sole right here, you can see that they were on the toe. You can see that they had a whole plan for Kyrie's movement. It needs to be kind of unlimited. He needs to be able to cut any direction. So they made it a rounded tread pattern in case he cuts in any direction, like I said. And so instead of having this herringbone go all the way down, because the herringbone pattern, the zigzags up and down, that's the best traditional pattern for straightforward like straightforward walking. It has the best traction. It's been used it's been standardized on many shoes, so that's nothing new. But I like that they made the Kyrie 3s use the herringbone pattern basically all the way through, and then they took the inspiration from this central tread pattern and put it in the 2 suspension pods, because if he's going to be moving, he's going to be on the left or the right side of his shoe no matter what. So I thought that was a nice, cool innovation that they made from the Kyrie 2 to the Kyrie 3, was the addition of these suspension pods. They're not necessarily any more squishy than the rest of the sole, but once you're actually on those portions, you can see that the tread, these things move pretty freely, these thin little rubber band parts. So yeah, I'm a big fan of these pods, and it has just as good traction and cutting as the Kyrie 2s have. I haven't gotten a chance to actually play any games in these, but I have worn them a lot so far, and I've ran around in them, I've walked in them. I wanted to see what a full day felt like in these things. So they basically are the same in terms of comfort and how tight they feel and the amount of time I could wear them throughout the day. These ones might outlast the Kyrie 2s just a tad, just because, like I said, that strap being there on the 2s made it a little tighter, and it felt like it was squeezing my feet a little bit more. So on the Kyrie 3s, not having those straps, I can loosen up the laces a little bit, give myself a little bit more freedom to just walk around casually. So actually, as a casual shoe, I like the Kyrie 3s better. And actually for basketball, I'd even say I like them better too, just because it added just that much more, just a tiny bit more of flexibility and range of motion. So these things are, I didn't think that they were going to pass the Kyrie 2 as my favorite basketball shoe, especially for price. These things are $120, so they are definitely affordable. I didn't think that they were going to pass the Kyrie 2 in terms of performance, but they made the one little change that they made, taking the strap off. I know the shape's slightly different, made them easier to get on, a little more comfortable outside of basketball, and you could still tighten up the laces and lock it down just like you could with these. And so I actually think these are better basketball shoes. So if you want to go get some basketball shoes for a decent price right now, and you want something from all the new lines, these might be your best option. I'm a huge fan of the Kyrie line, and I can't wait to see what comes next. I do want to do a review on the LeBron 14 because I like that in comparison to his last model in the Soldier 10 and LeBron 13. It seems like they might be a little easier to slip on, so I am excited to get those, and I want to have another review for those out for you in the next couple weeks. The shoes release on, I believe, January 25th or 26th, so it is in the next few days. So again, looking forward to the LeBron 14. Besides the LeBron, in terms of the Kyrie 3, I'm sure they will be coming out with a bunch more colorways that might suit anybody's specific needs. They have come out with some heat before, like last year's Black History Month. I can't get over these. I hope they make another really dope colorway like this for the 3s. But anyways, there should be a bunch of heat coming out, so expect that. But if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Maybe suggest some new stuff that you might want me to review, or talk about any customs that you might want me to end up doing for another video. I've been working on customs and restorations lately, so that'll be something that I'm going to be trying to do a little bit more often. And I do have a few new video ideas that I want to start getting going on this channel, so look forward to some new cool creative content. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will talk to you later.